we invite Mr. Sudhanshu Sharma, founder and CEO of the foundation, national organizer of World Robot Olympiad in India, to share his thoughts on making STEM education accessible for all. Please put your hands together for Mr. Sudhanshu Sharma, who will be speaking on the topic now. Sudhanshu ji, the webinar is yours.
Thank you, Bhuvan. Thank you for a wonderful and enthusiastic, energetic start. And I convey my sincere thanks to all the panelists who have taken out time to be here. Some are from international timelines across very early for you guys in the US, especially, and all the participants who have joined. This is Friday evening, and after hectic time in school, they must have reached home. But thank you very much for being here. I will now quickly talk about about my presentation is here for all of you. So, what is the need for STEM education? It's something that I wanted to talk about in this today's world. So it goes back in 2005 and 6. Me and Apur, who is also one of the speakers today, we used to talk very closely. We are good friends. So, we say, oh, what are the challenges in your industry? He says, I am hiring engineers, but I take them 1 year to make them engineers. I was importing automation systems from Japan, Korea, Switzerland, and we had the same challenge. The engineers who we were hiring, they were not up to the mark. They did not have the confidence. But the people who were coming from ITIs or from diploma holders, these guys were very brilliant, but could not speak English, or they were not very smart to climb up the, corporate ladder. So these things, triggered the thought process, and both of us decided to do something about it. And that is what happened, during our independent travels. I was in Japan, he was in US. We saw this wonderful program for school students called World Robot Olympiad. And we thought that we should launch it in India. So 2006 was the informal launch of our journey into the STEM world. Nobody knew that there will be India STEM Foundation that time, or we will be hosting a webinar today with all of you. And he took out time from his busy schedule. I also found time, and we launched in 2006 with 19 teams in a basement in a school. And somehow we found 19 teams in Delhi to launch. That is history. And today, World Robot Olympiad is India's largest robotics program, where we have in 2016 ended up hosting the international program in India. And with the support of NCSM, who funded us to host an international program in India for more than 10 crores they paid for the program. It was a great impact where, we could reach out to a lot of people. 2012 saw the formal formation of India STEM Foundation. And this is where we started to realize that in order to, do something more than what we were doing, we needed a formal structure, a vehicle where all stakeholders could come together. Government, there could be corporates, parents, schools, students, everybody need to come together to make a formal. We also identified the key areas that needed our formal intervention, which was, first of all, was capacity building. There was no capacity, there was no infrastructure in schools. What would school do if there is no kit, or there is no lab, there is no educator who learns how to, who knows how to use those programs? There was WRO, but it was very small that time. And we needed celebrations of STEM programs where we could generate the pull. People should come and see what is happening. Behind closed doors, nobody knows what is happening. And student engagement beyond high school. What happens? What do they do with STEM? What if they take a STEM career? What happens? So these thoughts in mind, India STEM Foundation got formed. And today, we built these programs to answer the points that India STEM Foundation's 4 pillars were: the infrastructure, educator empowerment, the programs to STEM programs to bring them in one place, and of course the students beyond high school. The Robo Shiksha Kendra was launched as a dedicated STEM tinkering lab to be set up in school. So the beauty of our programs is that we don't, for the setting up these STEM tinkering labs, we reached out to corporate donors to ask for their CSR grants. So these programs, we have done more than 20 crores of grants we have raised, and we have set up a lot of schools. Presently, we are running 80 active schools where we have set up complete infrastructure, the labs, and we have provided STEM facilitator who is an engineer and who goes there every day to conduct the classes. The program ends with a sustainable model where we empower the educators in the school to continue after the exit of the partner, donor partner or India STEM Foundation. So they can carry on the program. So they are given the actual training and the course and curriculum. The other part which we decided was the skill development programs for the educator, as well as for the students who can be made industry ready. So Anushikshan was created to do that. World Robot Olympiad is a program where we can pull a lot of parents and students and showcase to them their achievements, and they can also learn from others' achievements when they see other students also bringing their knowledge and their creativity in one place. And of course, internships we have with India STEM Foundation for evangelizing STEM education for high school students. So they can get involved, they can learn how to raise money, how to communicate, how to make presentations, which make them actually ready for the world beyond education. So these are some of the pictures from the labs that we set up. So as I mentioned that these are fully funded labs, schools don't pay anything for it. We go around and we have a team who goes and raises money for these programs. And this is to actually provide the infrastructure to schools who have no means to get it. And they don't have either the money or even the awareness that there's something like that could happen in their school or around them. Government has done a great job in launching the Atal Innovation Mission, but they could only reach to 10,000 schools. That's a great number to start. But of course, more than what India STEM is doing. But there are still a lot of other schools who have no idea, no access to such programs. This and the World Robot Olympiad I mentioned. So every year they come out with the theme-based program. This year the theme is connecting the world, and this is more than 90 countries in this program this year. And we are going to host the national in September. In order for schools to join, we have created a timeline where we will be launching the program. Already on 15 January, we launched it. And we've introduced the National Entrance Test, which is an online test. The challenge is that schools and students find it, the cost could be a deterrent or, there is no awareness of it. So if they pass the National Entrance Test, they don't have to pay any more money to participate in the remaining levels. They can continue till the international level without paying any more registration fee. In the international, they have to pay, but till national, they don't have to pay anything. So National Entrance Test level 2 is a virtual level. Then there's a regional competition and national competition. This is something that we are doing so that we can make it accessible to all the schools and all the students. We also partnered again this year. NCSM has extended their support to us. Thank you very much. And we are going to them to have their innovation hubs spread across India and the science centers spread across India to provide schools to have access to WRO and awareness and teachers training programs with them. These are some of our programs. Most of them are free of cost for educators. They can register with Shruti, this email ID, and she can send you this plan. A lot of teachers and educators can join these programs and build their capacity. They also get certificates for joining these programs. These are some of our government affiliations. We have signed an SOI with Niti Aayog for supporting the STEM Atal Tinkering Labs mission. We are working with CBSE and all the other leading institutions, AICTE, Niti Aayog. These are some of our private partners who are donating and funding our RoboShiksha Kendra spread across India. And the list is growing. One slide cannot take it all. So we hope that we will be able to reach out to more number of schools and provide the benefit to more number of students in time to come. Thank you very much. This is India STEM Foundation's desire so that every student in this country should have access to STEM education, because each one of them is a potential leader. We just need to nurture and give them the right set of opportunities. But anyway, who am I to tell this to educators who are doing it day and day night? So thank you very much.